Hey Sagittarius, welcome to Honeybird Tarot. I am Shan, and this is going to be your August 16th through 31st general reading. So before we get started, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to my channel, to those of you who left me comments, who liked the videos and shared them. I greatly appreciate your support. Alright, so let's get started. I'm going to get an oracle message for you from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. And because this isn't a deck that I use a whole lot, I'm going to intuitively read them first, and then I will refer to the guidebook just to make sure I'm being thorough and you're getting the clearest message you can get. Because you deserve that, Sagittarius. How are you doing, Sag? Hope you're doing well. I have lots of Sag on my chart. I actually have a Sag stellium and a Capricorn stellium. Alright, so Sag, you have the Cobra, the Golden Egg, and the Bear. Okay. So, the Cobra is the teacher. It is an energy that is still and is still and imparts spiritual knowledge by mesmerizing or putting its students in a sort of trance. That's the way it teaches. The golden egg, I believe, is connected to the crown chakra and is about protecting your connection with spirit. Okay. And then the bear, I feel like, is motherly, protective, nurturing energy. You have fire, spirit, and earth here. Sagittarius. So maybe you might be in the position of being a teacher right now. You could also be the student. But I feel like someone is learning to protect their connection with spirit. And maybe this something you're going through could have something to do with your mother. Or maybe you feel like spirit is mothering you right now or nurturing you. That's a beautiful energy. All right, so let's refer to the guidebook and see. The Cobra, pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. The Cobra represents a teacher or spiritual guardian. The Cobra hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, ever loving. The essence of the Cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher and manifests externally in those special guides who led us along our path. Okay. When in balance, the Cobra energy is a student of life. They're humble and wise. When out of balance, they can be a know-it-all and be egocentric. To bring this energy into balance, you need to take a class or study. The golden egg is the message at the center of the heart. This is the heart chakra, not the crown chakra. Okay. Message at the center of the heart an unstruck sound. Within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. The sound cannot be heard nor the message discerned until we retreat from the noise of modern day life. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. Right? Find a place of deep and restful ease, perhaps through yoga or meditation. Okay? Then the bear. The bear is waking from a spiritual slumber and beginning anew. After a long winter, the bear arises from deep slumber. At first, the movement and effort are difficult, but the bear knows it's time to awaken and move toward the dawning light. The bear card represents an individual on the cusp of new directions and personal transformation. Okay. The initial weeks and months of this spiritual quest may feel tricky, cumbersome, and full of obstacles, but you have no choice, bear. Winter wanes, the warmth of spring emerges, and your transformation begins. When in balance, the bear has inner strength and they yearn to grow. When out of balance, the bear is withdrawn, lethargic, and heavy. To bring into balance, they need movement and exercise. So Sagittarius, you could be on a spiritual learning journey here. And I feel like maybe you are going within or have been going within for quite some time now, healing your heart chakra, learning from your inner teacher. And now you're still that inner work, that inner searching is what sparks transformation, and now you're in the initial stages of that actual transformation, and it could feel a little spiritually clumsy, but spirit is saying to keep moving throughout this transformative energy. Okay, all right, let's get the tarot. This is the Sun and Moon Tarot. Interesting, Sagittarius. So the first thing that I noticed that's very interesting is that you have 2 nines right out the gate. First you got the 9 of Swords, and then you had the 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Swords is about being cruel to yourself, or worrying, being in an area of anxiety about something. You could even be having insomnia, being up at night, constantly going over and over in your head about something. I don't even really feel like this is something that you can actually change. It's probably something that has already occurred and it just still is bothering you. It's something that you worry about a lot and beat yourself up about a lot. Then you have happiness. So you go from cruelty to happiness. The 9 of Cups is about happiness and emotional fulfillment as a single person, in solitude, being happy with yourself, doing the necessary work to make sure that you're fulfilled as an individual. Okay, so maybe you're worried about something or kicking yourself or beating yourself up about something, but at the same time, you're working towards making yourself happy and doing the necessary things to bring happiness into your life. Then you have the Sun here in reverse. So the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. I feel like you desire the heat, life, and vitality that is brought by the energy of the Sun. This could also be a Leo person represented here, because the Sun is the Leo card. With it being in reverse, maybe someone could feel like, those things that are represented by the Sun, self-confidence, leaving difficult things behind us, balancing the masculine and feminine within a relationship and within ourselves, has been delayed. And if not that those things have been delayed, maybe they seem tainted. Tainted, or like they're in jeopardy. Maybe you desire this but don't necessarily believe that you can have it, Sagittarius. And the next card you have is the Four of Wands in reverse, and that is about completion. So something obviously is incomplete if it's here in the reverse. And the Four of Wands talks about establishing a stable foundation for your passions or around your passions. A lot of times it's the establishment of a relationship. It could be the establishment of a business that you are very passionate about. So maybe things are just not coming together with this relationship or with this business that you hope to have for yourself or hope to see in your life, Sagittarius. And then under the deck, we have the Prince of Swords. The Prince of Swords is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. So we have 2 Aquarius, Gemini, Libra cards. The Swords. Everything is here except Earth. There was some Earth in your oracle reading. But with the Prince of Swords being under the deck, I feel like someone has come to a truth or come to a realization, and now they want to move quickly towards expressing that truth, move quickly towards letting someone know what it is that they've realized, letting someone know what conclusion it is that they've come to. And this is very fast-moving energy. And it can also be very cutting. So maybe you feel like this truth may upset someone or offend someone, but you don't really care. The Prince of Swords doesn't care about that. You just have a desire to move quickly towards your goal. You see very clearly exactly where you're going, kind of have a bird's eye view of the situation. Let's clarify. I'm going to clarify with the Hoodoo Tarot. Sagittarius kicking themselves about. Okay. So Sagittarius, you got 3 cards that popped out clarifying the Nine of Swords. First you got the Two of Coins, then the Ten of Sticks, and then Dr. Buzzard, who is Justice. Okay. So the Two of Coins is about juggling something. Okay. It could be juggling work life and home life, juggling 2 relationships. But this person is just teetering, trying to keep all these plates spinning, and the only thing keeping them upright on this unicycle is this little circle of protection that is drawn around their wheel. So if they venture outside that circle, they're going to fall. These pinnacles or coins come tumbling down. So something tangible they may lose or damage. And then this emotion, this huge wave of emotion behind them will overtake them. Right? So you could be kicking yourself about having juggled something or someone. Then you have the 10 of Sticks. So this is something that has been burdening you for a very, very long time. It could be work that was a burden. Maybe you were juggling your work life and a relationship. And even if it's not work, whatever it is that you were juggling was a burden. But it's coming to the end of that cycle. So carrying this heavy load for a really long time and then taking that last step when you get to the point of being able to put those burdens down. That tree that this woman is reaching for after climbing uphill with all these sticks on her back is basically like a fountain of youth. She knows that when she reaches that tree that the flowers will restore and rejuvenate her and help give her a second wind to complete her journey. Then you have Dr. Buzzard, or Justice. This is about the scales of karma. And I don't know if you can see, but all right, so this statue back here that represents Justice is wearing a mask from the Congo, because that is where Dr. Buzzard said his father was from and where he learned his working. So Dr. Buzzard was a root worker who most of the time his clients were people who found themselves in legal trouble, and Dr. Buzzard would go above and beyond to make sure that his clients came out on top of their legal issues. The scales of justice here in this card, Dr. Buzzard is using them as his ashtray. So that signifies that justice belongs to him. And when this card comes out, that means, if you have wronged someone, then you're going to get your just due. If you have been wronged, you're going to get your just due. And I really feel, Sagittarius, like maybe you have wronged someone here, because the Nine of Swords is about self-cruelty and kicking yourself. You wronged someone. You were juggling something that felt like a burden. Maybe it was the fact that you were juggling that felt like a burden. And whatever happened in that situation was your karma. Or maybe you feel like, this is your karma, you're getting what you deserve, this worry that you're in now. Dr. Buzzard or Justice could also be about a divorce. So maybe you could have been juggling a relationship. And it felt burdensome because maybe you wanted to divorce this person or one of these people. Or knew that you should have if you were juggling two relationships. That's another person. Okay. All right, so clarifying the Nine of Cups, or this happiness with oneself or self-fulfillment. First, you have the Eight of Knives, and then Miss Robinson. Okay, the Eight of Knives or Eight of Swords is about feeling trapped, feeling stuck, being at a crossroads and not knowing which direction to move in, or feeling like all those paths are blocked, and so you're just stagnant and staying there. And Miss Robinson would be the Devil card. So the Devil is the Capricorn card. There may be a Capricorn involved in this situation. And if there's not a Capricorn involved, then there may be some addictions, obsessions, codependency, procrastination involved with this situation. And procrastination would make sense because the Eight of Knives, that energy of feeling trapped, like you don't know what move to make next. You don't know what path to take at this crossroads, can make you feel stagnant and just choose to not make any particular move. So maybe you are procrastinating on deciding on what path to take towards your Nine of Cups, towards your happiness and fulfillment with yourself. Why is the sun in reverse? Wow. All right, so clarifying the sun in reverse, this happiness, heat, vitality, good luck, all the wonderful things that you could think about is delayed or has been damaged or put in jeopardy somehow. Clarifying that, you have first the Five of Knives and then the Two of Baskets. So the Five of Knives is about conflict and protection. So conflict, it starts off as mental conflict, conflict within that someone creates in their own mind. In this deck, it's also about lies and about being protected from the consequences of the lies that we feel like we have to tell. In this card, this person has a silver coin under their tongue. And doing that is believed to protect a person if they should have protect a person from the outcome or the consequences of their lie if they have to tell one. So, like if you have to testify against someone you love, a family member, a friend, you would put that silver coin under your tongue to be protected from the consequences of your perjury. Also, it could be about having the gift of gab. So I feel like someone may have been lying or like selling dreams or something like that. And that caused some conflict. These five blades between the person's fingers also represent protection. So, and the Five of Knives can also be about mental conflict that bleeds over to become conflict with other people. So there could very well have been some arguments here. And then the Two of Baskets is about a spiritual connection with a partner, a deep, loving soulmate relationship. So I definitely feel like there was some conflict, some arguments, and potentially some lies between you and a romantic partner, Sagittarius, that has this sun in reverse that has you feeling like as much as you want to have this happiness and this good luck in this relationship, you feel like those lies and those conflicts are preventing it from being so, for preventing that from coming to pass. Why is the Four of Wands here? Definitely feel like there's a Capricorn involved in this situation, Sagittarius. So clarifying the Four of Wands in reverse, you got 3 cards. First, you got Miss Ida in reverse, and Miss Ida would be the High Priestess. Then you got the Mother of Coins, also in reverse. That would be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo energy, specifically Capricorn. And then you also got the Mother of Knives in reverse. Actually, I think the Mother of Knives came out before the Mother of Coins. All right, so with Miss Ida or the High Priestess being in reverse, someone is not tapping into their intuition. Either someone is not tapping into their intuition because the High Priestess or Miss Ida talks about just having a very deep spiritual knowing of a lot of very deep spiritual concepts, but not necessarily speaking about it. Or it's also about having knowledge of secrets, even if they aren't necessarily spiritual secrets, having knowledge of secrets and keeping it to yourself. Here in reverse, maybe there are some secrets coming out. You might be telling a secret, Sagittarius. Or some secrets that came out are what prevented this this relationship from having a stable foundation. And then with the Mother of Knives in reverse, this is Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy. The Mother of Knives is very no nonsense. You cannot come to her with illusions, with lies, anything. She will cut you and the bullshit out, like, immediately. In this deck, she is a bibliomancer, so someone who receives spiritual, reads the Bible in much the same way that I'm reading these tarot cards to get spiritual messages. So I feel like with her being here in reverse, this is somebody who, yeah, and they got a very sharp tongue too. This person might have cursed you out, Sagittarius. This could also be the energy that you're in. This whole thing can be vice versa. But I feel like a secret came out and the Mother of Knives was not having it, and that she probably went off. And this doesn't have to be a she. I'm just reading the gender of the cards, but there's really no gender in tarot. It's all about energy. So this is feminine energy, but we all have masculine and feminine energies within us. Then the Mother of Coins is also here in reverse. So you could also, a secret could have come out between or about a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person and a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo person, because these are 2 court cards, so they could both represent people, and that prevented stable foundations from being built. But this Mother of Coins or Mother of Pentacles in reverse is someone who is no longer nurturing. They're not nurturing anymore. This could also be someone who isn't necessarily. I feel like it's someone who could be selfish or stingy, shut down and closed off, and that's probably because of whatever secrets these were that came out. This could also be someone who is not engaging in self-care and doesn't have all these beautiful, luxurious things available to her that the Mother of Coins would have. Not tapping into their wisdom, their sense of self, that confidence, their spiritual knowledge. Then under the deck, we have the 9 of Coins, another 9. So your reading started with 2 9s and then it ended with a 9. Okay? So I feel like there's a lot here about solitude and singleness, but the 9 of Coins is the happily single card. This is someone who their money is straight, they have leisure time, they can buy the extra nice fancy things they want. She's sitting here enjoying her martini with her cat on her lap, doing a puzzle. She has her money tree right next to her. She's set and straight, and things are going so well for her. And she knows that people have their eyes on her, and so to block any negative energy that may be coming her way, her dress is covered with the evil eye pattern. I think she's a Capricorn. Okay. Alright, so Sagittarius, if this resonated for you, please let me know in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you here for your next reading. Prelude Ife with love. Bye-bye.